On to you Aries out there. Hope y'all are having a great day. Look, smash the like button, okay? That way you can help me out. Also, you get more in tune to the energy of the reading, okay? But definitely help the video out. Listen, also, there's a link in the comment section below called a Linktree link. Click on it, all right? It will redirect you to a website where there's all the ways to be able to support the channel, from birth chart readings to tarot readings, the books that I have that are on Amazon. And I got a lot of crazy good things coming up in the future. I'm not going to say what they are yet, but you know, I got to keep innovating. So, all right. All right. So for you Aries, you have the High Priestess and the Magician. Both of these have a lot of Virgo energy implications into it. So there's definitely a sense of you Aries people coming in. Anyway, the High Priestess and the Magician. Interesting. All right, so what I'm seeing here for you is okay, so I'm seeing, okay, all right, I get it. So what it is that I'm seeing is that you Aries are basically giving yourself some time to actually handle your business, take control of your life. You Aries want to make sure that your life is not spiraling out of control. I'm not saying that there's anything crazy popping up per se, but what I am saying is that you just want to make sure, okay, everything is where it's supposed to be in your life, right? Nothing is essentially out of place. The King of Swords and the Five of Swords, particularly romantically, you don't want that to be out of control, especially not now. A lot of you Aries have very important things going on in your lives. So you don't want anything messed up happening to you right now. Not now. You know, now I want to say between not now, which is May, all the way through about July, May, June, July. So you don't want anything to happen within these 2 and some odd change months, right? 3 months basically. And so you're just trying to make sure that everyone pretty much, you know, if a person is going to be in your life, then they have to actually have like they have some sort of, they actually have to act like they have common sense. They're not just going to be in your life creating mischief, doing all types of stupid stuff, and you just accept them in your life, okay? The Five of Cups, you will let them go, okay? You will let them go if you need to, because, again, not now. You have very important things to handle. Even if it's not necessarily anything particularly within the past 3 months, May, June, July, this is more so about where you Aries actually are in your life. You Aries are way better. You're better off. Remember last year how it is that a lot of you were going through a little bit of something between yourselves and somebody that was trying to come around and ask you for money and all this other type of stuff? Right. Well, you're not on that same type of time anymore. A lot of you Aries are very much so. You've learned from your mistakes and you've decided, you know what, you're not even going to be around someone who operates like that in the first place. All of that coming into your life, trying to create unnecessary mischief. A lot of you Aries are looking at it and you're like, nah, you're that's crazy. Why would you want somebody to be in your life? So who does that? So you will leave them if you have to. You know, you will dub them if you have to. Okay, so the Queen of Pentacles, the Knight of Swords, and the Four of Swords is about how a lot of you Aries are, you know, getting ready for the summer. Like I said, it's warm out. People outside. People are going to be socializing. So you Aries are just trying to like, you're trying to essentially get everything situated so that way you Aries can actually get to know people when it's time for you to really get to know them. Find out what's going on, right? Because I'm seeing that a lot of you Aries are going to have a lot of fun. You got the sun. A lot of you Aries are going to have a lot of fun Summertime is showing up very soon. It's coming around in the springtime. Even though in here in New York, the weather's kind of crazy. Generally, it is starting to become warmer and warmer, where it's like it's not freezing cold. You're like, oh my gosh, you know what I'm saying? I'm shivering, all this other type of stuff. So warmer weather means more people are going to be outside more often, right? More times in a day. They're going to hang out, right? Unless it gets crazy hot, then people will stay in their homes, blast the AC, get some of that cool, probably hang out in the buildings, wherever they are, probably hang out in house, kick it more. But the point that I'm trying to make here for you, Aries, is that a lot of you are very much on the right track. You have the right idea in mind, right? You don't want to have people who would be causing nonsense into your life. Because those aren't really people that are good for you in the long run. And, again, playing the hypergamy game is just going to ruin your value. So many people are caught up with the because like it is, I said before, I've been learning more. The hypergamy game is not a game that works. It doesn't work. And the reason why it is that I say that is because I've seen it so many times, Aries, where so many people are trying to make it seem like it's natural. No, it's not. Show and prove that hypergamy is not natural. Every single time that I have personally, I've been privileged to be a fly on the wall towards someone. I've had the privilege of being a fly on the wall. A person who organically already was coming to their own conclusions that they wanted to be in a relationship. I literally saw every single time, without exception, somebody outside, meaning an outside force, or not them, an outside force, right? Whether it was their parent, friend, tell them that's right. Tell them that's not how it is that they're supposed to think. They're supposed to think this way. Every single time I've seen hypergamy born, 100% of the times, every single time, it was always somebody that told you that's not how it is. No, that is how it is. You're supposed to be in love with somebody organically and see where it goes. You're not supposed to be with someone that wants to treat you, Aries, like trash. That is how it really is. Show and prove. You're not supposed to, playing the hypergamy game. This is why it is that you have billions of people, because most people aren't in relationships. Most people will never be in a relationship. But this is the reason why you have most people, billions of people, not in relationships, while a minority of people actually are in functionally long-term relationships that work. It's because those people, both of them, they're not playing the hypergamy game. Whenever it is that you hear people getting divorced, not all the time, but a lot of times when you hear them getting divorced, it's because one or both of them thought that they can get someone better. Because remember what I told you, Aries, people are out here looking for the BBD. Get your mind out of the gutter. The BBD, the bigger, better deal. They're looking to see, again, hypergamy. They're looking to see if they can find someone better than you. And the truth is, you, Aries, shouldn't even be worried about if a person can find someone better than you. Because what matters at the end of the day, and I've said this before, how people need to date in order for it to actually work, is character, finances, their financial settings, and their social settings. In that order, and only in that order. Their character, their financial settings. No, excuse me. I think it's character, social settings, and then financial settings. Notice how financial settings actually come last out of the three, in that order, and only in that order. Why? Because first and foremost, if a person is treating you like trash, obviously, Aries, Aries, you shouldn't want to be with them, right? But then you have whole groups of people that will literally dedicate so much of their time trying to play hypergamy. Like, oh, they're trying to see if the person will treat them well. They're trying to see if the person will treat them well, right? Trying to convince the person to treat them well. And it's like, this is how a lot of people end up wasting their life. This is how you have a lot of people end up wasting 5 years of their life, 10 years, 15 years, 25 years. Then they reach to a certain age, 40s, 50s, 60s, older. I should have did this. I should have did this completely differently. I wish I would have did this. Doesn't matter anymore. Way too much time has passed. 50 years have passed. You in your 70s. Why didn't you do it when you had an opportunity to? It don't matter. You're going to see the afterlife without having anybody because you played yourself. So this reading is more so to kind of confirm that you Aries are on the right track and you're making very good decisions. Don't play the hypergamy game. Don't do it. Whenever it is that you Aries see somebody is in your life and they're a decent person and they're interested in you, snatch them up. Stop playing. Snatch them up. I'm telling you how it works. Snatch them up because I'll even use my own self as an example. I've seen it so many times, Aries, in my own life personally, where I have seen individuals who will try to play me out and they'll be like, oh, okay, I'm not really interested. Then when they find out some stuff that I done did, somebody else done told them, or I talked to them in casual conversation, and then I told them something, boring. That's nice. Right? That's nice. Oh, okay, boring, right? How they refer to me. And then when somebody else who knows me may tell them, such and such, hey, in regular conversation, or, hey, such, XYZ. Anyway, they talking about me and the topic comes up. Yo, such and such, that Kareem or whatever got, bought his mom a pair of solid gold earrings and stuff like this with crystals in the middle, right? Then they're like, what? But now when they come back, hey, what's going on with you? Now I'm not into them because I know what type of time they on. You coming around because you planned the hypergamy game. You now reevaluating your values to now you interested. Now you're a little bit more interested because now that's not how you do that. See what, and I'm gonna go ahead, shuffle up the cards and get up on out of here. See, the way to win the game, Aries, I'm gonna tell you the way to win the game, a blueprint to win the game. How you win the game is to the end game of the game is to get out of the game. Is to be in a solid relationship, a real one, and get out of the game. That's the whole point. How you win the game, right? This is what a lot of people don't understand. A lot of people end up dedicating 10 or how many umpteenth years of their life to someone else. And then what happens is, because they did that, they actually end up wasting their own time. What you want to do, right? How you win the game, how you go through people without getting ran through, is you get to know some people. You have to understand what it is that you need to look out for. That gives you a very good hint or an indication that a person is a good catch. Ask them questions, find out about who they are within that short space of time. That's how you do it. Because what a lot of people do nowadays is because I'm going to go ahead and talk about it. They get upset at the fact that, let's clarify the Two of Cups. They get upset at the fact that when they insult someone, when they go out of their way to be insulting, they get upset at the fact that the person is bothered, that they just got completely insulted and disrespected with no real cause for it. And they should be upset about it, because why would somebody choose to disrespect you or you disrespect anyone else, especially if it's not justifiable, right? You only want to disrespect people exclusively that you really don't have respect for like that. And how you understand how and why you wouldn't respect them is because you've, over the course of time, you've understood their character, that you don't really like their character like that. So you have large amounts of people who think that they can tell everything there is to know about a person within a short period of time. And what's so stupid about it is the fact that the people that treat them terribly, they stay with for years. The person that treat them well, they sure throw you away. Backwards. That's not how it works. It's the other way around. So let's clarify the Three of Cups. You have the Two of Cups, Ace of Swords, Hierophant, Lovers, Ten of Swords. To clarify the Two of Cups, the Three of Cups and the Ace of Swords is about how so you will be attracting some people, Aries, okay? Remember what Ace of Swords, remember what I just told you, how you go about picking better. You go about knowing if a person is a better, come here, baby. Come here. You go about choosing better by being able to figure out if a person is a good match for you by finding out a little bit about them. I'm not saying for you to spend 4, 5, 20 years. No, I'm talking about a few weeks. Once again, people don't ask questions. People don't ask questions. This is how they end up in relationships with people, and the relationships end badly. It's because y'all are not asking questions. Y'all are not actually getting it. Y'all are engaging in the hypergamy, the law, because hypergamy is the lost value system. That's what hypergamy is. That's why everybody puts so much, not everyone, but that's why so many people put so much of an emphasis on muscles, money, muscles, and game, right? Cars and shallow things, flashy things, because hypergamy is nothing but being flashy. It's empty calories. Hierophant, the Lovers, and the Ten of Swords is about how, so you Aries will also be met by people who will try to get your attention the hypergamous way. It will be up to you, Aries, to say no to them and continue to get to know people that legitimately want to reach out to you for real.